Yay! Welcome everyone for episode 9, right? Not 10.
I think it might be 10.
For episode 10, 9 of our campaign, Remnants of the Fallen Empire.
The next episode.
We are going to kick things off with our character development, and then Jake is going to give us a recap, and then we will get into our playtime.
Just for the record, my recaps go 6, 7, 8, 9, which was a recap from last week. So this would be 10 of our scenario. But at this point, I don't know.
Was it titled on Twitch?
Oh, that's a good call. If we care enough later, we'll check. So, character development. 10 points for last week for defeating several hut bots with thermal detonators. And, killing thousands in wildlife from the forest fire. So what do you...
A small price to pay.
So, small price to pay for success. HR, what are you going to do with your 10 points?
Bank it.
Bank it.
HR will save it.
Good for you.
It's important to save.
It is important to save and budget accordingly.
I will also be banking mine.
Also banking. Niles.
Well, I'm going to do what the cool kids are doing and bank.
Oh, boy.
10 points.
Ooh.
Yep.
Peer pressure.
Oh, it's getting to the point where stuff's starting to cost more than...
Yeah.
It's
upgrade is like 20 points.
Yeah. If you want to do anything now, you gotta at least save for 1 week. All right. So last week, you guys were in peril. You were at the edge of a cliff with hut bots surrounding you. You took the unorthodox measure of hurling thermal detonators at them, and you got down to at least 10 from what I remember, and then with only 4 left, you decided to run. Well, they got that lucky shot off, and it.
I was pretty hurt.
Yeah.
There was a good potential that I would go down, and then once I get down, it's like,
oh yeah. If you would have went down, everybody else would have folded like a herd of pancakes.
I don't think my holdout blaster could even get past their soak.
Oh, probably not.
Oops.
So you ran and you hid in a hole in the woods. A couple of you left your weapons in that hole because you were going to infiltrate Bracca's palace. You were able to find the road, hijacked a vehicle, which you're very well versed at by now.
We like taking stuff that doesn't belong to us.
Ownership changes.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. You were able to get across the crystal type bridge and get into the warehouses with the Ryle spice in the back there. You were able to deliver that along with your forged papers. You were able to gain access. Trying to find more information, you accessed a terminal and rolled not the greatest and set off an alarm. You were then thrown into prison, or a prison cell. Envoy for Bracca came to evaluate you. After hearing what you had to say, decided to give you audience with the big man himself. The doors open to this setting, this triangular room with both Thorn and Garth in the middle, frozen in carbonite, like a very nice decoration. And
Garth is the Wookiee?
No, Garth is the owner of Speeders and Rations.
Yeah. That's right.
He's been in carbonite for just a little bit longer than Thorn, so we gotta get him. It's been a while.
He's also a country music singer.
He's in his spare time.
We need to get him freed.
Garth Trader is his name. So here you are. You see, it's a very open room with windows on both sides. Not a lot of decorations from the ceiling, so it's very wide open. And you see on the far side here, that little circle there, that's a stage to elevate Braca the Hutt up, so he's looking down on his subjects. And
Full on.
And he's there right now.
yeah, from what you know very little about him, but yeah, he's approximately 500 years old, so he's middle age for a Hutt of this clan, and you know that Jabba the Hutt was his grandfather, or grandspawn, or whatever they call it. I'm sorry, what was your question?
Is the Hutt there right now?
Yes.
Okay.
He is standing there with his other human envoys. There's like 3 of them on stage, or will be 4 because the one just led you in here. And then there's a couple Huttlings on either side of the stage with their blasters. Oh yeah, force dice. That's what you waved at me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy. HR?
1 dark side point.
Makes up for my 1 light side point.
2 light side.
2 light side points. Niles?
1 dark side.
1 dark side. So the pool's a little bigger this week. Not a lot, but it's heavily. Well, it's not heavily favored. It's favored in your favor.
Favorite or not
It's
favorite?
favor in your favor and not favor in my favor. Anyway. So, come forward, he shouts from the other side of the room. Ugh. He does that about every couple of seconds. Ugh.
Well, I think we should approach him.
Remember, you have been your holdout blaster. You were no,
It was found.
It was found. So they took that, but
I still have a
you have your thermal detonators hided in your compartments, right?
Yep, and I also have a blaster pistol hidden on me as well.
Okay. And then they disabled 5UC4's cannon. It's still there. It's just disabled.
Okay.
So how are you gonna move up? What are you doing?
I reluctantly will start moving forward, but
As she moves forward, I keep pace with her. I keep within arm's reach of her.
Okay. So you move forward up to the statue. Are you and 5UC4 moving up as well?
Yes.
Okay. The way last week, I'm questioning everything.
it is good.
Yes, it is good. All
I
right,
don't have a crazy plan yet.
so you're standing almost to the stage.
Are we bound? Handcuffed?
No, you are not bound. So what can I help you with?
Mighty Braca, we want to bring to your attention that there were a group of unfortunate slaves that had been freed and were attempting to start a new life when they were rounded up by someone much stronger than them. We would like to seek some kind of solution for those people.
So let me get this straight. You want me to give you back my slaves that you freed and I paid for, and you brought here, which is nice because I didn't have to pay for transportation, and now you want them back for free?
No, we were thinking that there might be some kind of task we could do that would offset the costs of freeing them.
A task that a man, two droids, and a lady can pull off.
We've spent quite a bit of time together, and the types of things we're able to accomplish would astound you.
You see him whisper to one of his envoys next to him. The one that led you in is up on stage now as well. You hear the human go, there is approximately 2,500 slaves from the moon of Eidos 3 that we purchased. How about this? I have a task, but I don't think it's going to be worth all 2,500 slaves. And the ship it came in, and the spices you stole to get in here, and the other little ship that we got.
Objection. The spices were returned. They were not stolen. Delivery was still...
What about the spices that you destroyed when you landed in the spice field? How about those?
Make sure you get as close to the microphone as you can.
Gotta appease our ASMR crowd.
So, what is the task, Mighty Braca, that we may be able to take on?
Are you trying to charm him right now?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna need a charm roll for that.
Okay. Presence, which is 3, and I've got 2 in it, so that's 2 yellow and a green.
And 2 purple.
2 purple. Okay. Those cancel out, so I'm left with 1 success and 2 advantage.
Okay. Well, it does seem that there is a task I have in mind. When my grandfather, Jabba, died some years ago, he left everything to me. He did not like my father, Rada. But my father didn't like the fact that I was Jabba's favorite. He took everything and left me here. Now, the funny part is that Rada used a forger to manipulate his will and turned it into Nalhada, our home planet. If you were to find this forger and convince him that he should turn himself in to the council in Nalhada and get that reversed, well, it might be worth most of the slaves. I'd even throw it in my decorations there. He nods to the statues in the middle of the room.
If I may, I'd like to quickly converse with my colleagues.
Sure.
How do we feel about things?
I don't trust the Huts. They are the ones who had me enslaved for so long, but
This task seems well within our capabilities.
I don't see any other option. If he is willing to give us peaceful way to gain my freedom, I say we try, or I would die trying.
Okay.
Agreement. This task seems well within our capabilities.
All right, very good. I'm going to try to negotiate with Braca for the most possible slaves. I like bartering about the,
Okay.
about the price. Let's see. That is.
Do you know anything about the forger? Where is he from? Is it one person? Is it
Designation. Name.
Like what? As it turns out, we know exactly where he is. My father put him in a, and he uses this slimy little pause for quotation marks, prison on Tridarian. He is being held there.
So the man who is currently imprisoned needs to be taken to some board, essentially, and made to confess.
The High Council on Nalhada rules over all huts.
Okay.
But you are going to have to convince him that it's a good idea to turn on Rada.
Rada currently has him imprisoned.
Prison. Remember the slimy hands.
Right. I see. Okay.
In order to negotiate, you're going to have to, before you roll, state everything that you want, and then after the negotiations, we'll see how much you get.
Okay.
Hey, we want the ship in advance, otherwise we can't get off the rock.
All right.
Not a bad idea.
Do we want the carbonite people right now?
They are quite capable. They would be quite.
I mean, I haven't figured out a way to unfreeze them, but you never know. We might find a way while we have them.
Are they like done up like Han Solo, where there's like a thing where you can undo them, or they're
No.
done like the okay, so they're done like the carbonite freezing like the Eidos, where it's just like dumped on them.
Yep.
Okay.
Where the research...
Yeah, you would need a special facility
Yeah.
to like defrost them.
Okay. Well, how many slaves did he mention there were from Eidos 3?
He mentioned 2,500. I don't think you brought that many.
We brought about.
But that was how many he bought.
Yeah, interesting.
We brought. Was it 800?
Yeah,
About-
just about 800 with you.
About 800.
Oh, so he didn't even buy that many.
No, he bought slaves from before. Because they were sending slaves off before selling them to the huts.
And we just so happened to bring 800 of those slaves with us to a place.
Bring it back to where they were being sent.
Right.
So Braca purchased X.
Well, I'm getting that right.
From what I'm picking up and laying down, Braca purchased 2,500.
Okay, 2,500. And we
You
brought,
you guys brought everyone you thought was on Eidos 3, which is 800, around 800.
The ones that wanted to come with. There were some
Right.
who stayed behind.
Well, he said that doing this task would be good enough for most of those slaves. So out of 2,500, 2,000? Is that a reasonable number to ask? Or
We take what we can get. I disagree with the whole thing because I don't want this institution to exist. But I take what we can.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to negotiate with him.
Okay, so you're negotiating for 2,500 slaves.
Mm-hmm.
You're negotiating for
Get expensive.
what else?
The
For
ship
the ship.
in advance.
Yep.
Which ship?
What ship do we want? Probably what's Thorn's ship?
The Phoenix?
Is that still functional?
Oh yeah, you flew it here.
Right.
The Phoenix and Storm, since it is his ship, in advance.
Yeah. We can't free Thorn without de-thawing him somewhere, but
Well, that would be the condition. Is that we take Storm sword.
query. Your ornaments, as you call them, can they be defrosted here? Decarbonated.
Well, since the technology to freeze them is experimental, we don't really have a way to turn them back right now.
Acknowledged. That is unfortunate. Outlook
Well,
uncertain, as the 8-ball says.
Well, I think that's
So your hopeful list is the 2,500, the Phoenix, the ornaments,
and rations.
Speed and
supplies.
Supplies.
Gotta get those speeders and rations.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything else before you roll?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I feel like he's thinking that we should ask for something else, but we're not asking for it.
And
but you know what?
And the terms on his end are that you need to get the informant, convince him to go to Nalhada, which is a planet right close to where you're at.
Is it a planet of huts?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the hut hub.
The hub.
Hut hub.
It's where Grubhub was invented.
And
you gotta get that food somewhere.
and bring him before the council to testify. So, that's what you want. That's what you have to do to get it. Now you can negotiate for terms to see how well you can do.
500 credits, just in spending money.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I have any money.
I spent all my money on.
Okay. Difficulty dice.
Be 2 purple.
Okay. I'm rolling 2 green and a yellow. Come on, triumph. Not a triumph. Let's see. 3 success, 2 threat.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So he'll obviously give you the ship and the supplies because you're gonna need that to get there. He'll give you 250 credits.
Shrewd negotiator.
He'll give you one of the ornaments
Thorn.
and 1,800 of the slaves for completion of this task.
Thorn might be the better of the two. I hate to keep old Garth locked up a little bit more, but
Yeah, I don't think he can feel it.
no.
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 Or he could be in screaming agony. You'd never know.
You never know.
You never know.
So that's the terms that you are offered.
All the smart people, they're all dead, aren't they? Or
All the smart people are dead?
they did the carbonite freezing experiments, right? The scientists?
The scientists, the doctor's dead.
Yeah.
Nichols is incapacitated and captured
Yeah.
amongst, you assume, amongst the slaves.
Oh, Nichols is a slave now?
Well, he was on the ship when the
he's
ship was
gonna escape for sure.
captured. So either they finished him off or they brought him with them. I guess you don't know that.
Oh, he escaped for sure.
The any scientists that were working on that are gone or weren't privy to that information.
It probably doesn't even matter who get unfrozen.
I thought Nicholas escaped on his own ship. Did he?
No, his ship took
No,
off.
his ship took off without him.
But 5UC4 froze his arm and his arm tore off, or he cut his own arm off, and he was in critical condition, and you saved him, and then you took him prisoner.
Yes.
Which I don't know why you saved him, but you saved him.
Just to torture him more.
I think it was for information or something. Yeah, at the
So
time.
he can be the recurring villain.
Now with only one arm.
One arm Nichols.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
It's not Nichols anymore. Probably just Nickel now.
Yeah. Get one.
So the answer to your question is probably not. No, I'm gonna say no. As far as scientists go, anyway.
Did Braca give us a time limit? Time parameter? Okay.
No, as long as you get it done.
I'm not going to ask if you didn't.
Do we have a time limit? You do now.
Oh,
Get going.
The consequence of not completing it is, I think, pretty clear.
We have a hut.
I think we're pretty motivated to do this speech.
Sending bounty hunters after us and stuff. All right.
If you fail to come back, you'll be dead. I have enough informants in this part of the galaxy that you won't make it very far. But I think you've got enough leverage that you'll come back. Well, you guys have a good time. I'll leave my manservants for you to take over for here. And he kind of slithers away.
And
Seems like an amicable hut.
Yeah. I like it.
He's a businessman anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we can just talk money.
So the one of the four on stage draws up a contract stating the terms. The 1800, the 215 credits, the phoenix with the supplies on it, and one of the ornaments. They ask you for your choice of ornament.
Sorry, this is really funny to me.
Say choice
your
of
choice
ornament?
of ornament? Yeah, that's
That's
the carbonite freeze.
That's how they refer
That's why
to
I'm laughing.
the two statues in the middle of the room.
I was picturing like golden dice.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, put
That's
that
exactly what I'm
Fuzzy?
the rear view mirror there.
Did we talk about the number of slaves that we get?
1800.
1,800, okay.
All right.
You two pick what you want.
Well, he's sore.
Well, yeah, the ornament, yeah. Okay. So
I'm an android, I don't even care.
yeah, you don't.
I couldn't care less.
All right.
Frozen
Now
meat bags.
Now they're candy coated meat bags.
So you will get everything up front except for the slaves, which you will get upon successful completion.
So with I'm just trying to remember that the guy we're taking to Nal he is expected to say what under oath for Braca?
That he forged the documents. That he forged Jabba's will, putting Rada, giving everything to Rada.
We need him to confess to his crime of forgery.
Right.
And then that'll nullify the will
But it's
and give him the...
isn't it equally as likely that it wasn't a forgery?
Do we care?
I don't really care.
Okay. Alright, now, as long as we, go into this,
I don't care about hot
I
justice.
understand where you're going with this. You get it. Very dubious, in fact. But, yeah, I'm okay with this.
And I didn't ask this question, but what will happen to the informant if he confesses his crime?
Sure, he's probably going to get either
Probably.
prison or execution.
Well, so what incentive
exactly
is he
nice
going to
place.
have to actually confess?
Observation.
That's what we like to call the rub.
Query. Does he have family? Maybe, perhaps we can use it as leverage.
Or possibly chemical stimulants, truth-telling stuff that the Empire uses.
The only information you were given on the informant is where he was. You didn't get any other information if you're going to ask for it.
We do need. I would like a name. We just know where.
Prison number 6 of the capital imprisonment system, which is in the town of, the capital city of Toydor, excuse me. Toydor, on the planet of Tridarian.
So we need to travel to try.
Prison number 6. Yeah.
And,
Well, someone in
Capital
prison has usually a lot of things that they would like to have to improve their life. Whether it's you do something for them on the inside to make life more comfortable, or
But
on the outside.
I have gathered perhaps that this prison is not so bad because Baraka said prison. Why do you say that unless it is not really a prison?
I do not understand this hand gesture. Query. What does it mean to do this?
It
I give you a
means
hand
it's technically a prison, but maybe not so bad.
I understand. Is this query? Is this akin to sarcasm?
Oh yes. It maybe
These statements are difficult for me to understand.
I think maybe he doesn't have the freedom to leave, but maybe it is very comfortable where he is. Why else would he say it that way?
Well, we can find out if he needs something. Maybe life's cushy for him, but maybe he has family.
Or the freedom to be able to leave.
Yeah. So, should we start heading to the planet where he's at?
The people in the room tell you that everything will be delivered just outside of, on the other side of the Crystal Bridge. Everything will be on the ship, including the ornament. And you are given the destination. You'll have to look it up in Thorne's computer to see if he's got a map to Tridarian.
And is there any? We know the location of said person, but we don't know their name.
Correct. You were given capital city of Toydar, prison number 6 within the prison system.
It's hard to.
And he is a hutling. He is of that species.
I turn to one of the hutlings and I state, demand! I require the use of a speeder to recover our cache of weapons and supplies. Make this happen.
Puka. One of the ones on
Isn't he?
one of the ones on stage says, "Yeah, he doesn't understand your language."
I turn to him and say, I repeat.
I got your request. I got
Say
it.
it again.
I start saying,
you-
demand. You're like a guy. Okay.
I'll make a call to the garage downstairs that you guys can go get your whatever you need. And then I think we've got something of yours here, and they give you back your blaster.
Yeah.
These are nice hotlings. I turned to them and just was like a total dick to them.
Yeah, if they weren't total slave drivers.
Yeah, literal slave drivers. I have no problem with that though.
Okay, so if there's nothing else, you can proceed out of the palace. Or down to the garage area where you were when you dropped off the spice. That's where they instructed you to go get the land speeder.
The land speeder to take us to the end of the Crystal Bridge.
Yeah, I also required it to recover our cache of
The
supplies.
cache weapons from the
I
ones that
am
you
not
stashed
leaving
up
this
there.
place without my bowcaster.
And that sniper rifle.
I know the sniper rifle is really nice too. It's shiny. It's very shiny.
It's shiny.
It's very shiny.
Okay. So if there's nothing else you want to do, then
The hierarchy of care for this android is master then weapons.
sure. And weapons right underneath.
Just under there.
Barely.
Just under there.
Okay. So who's going to get the cash, or are you all going?
I definitely am going.
I'll go with him.
Is there? I don't feel like there's anything I could do going anywhere else, so I'll go to the cache.
Okay.
You might need help carrying everything. I don't remember how much we left.
I would say is whatever's on your person. So who's driving the vehicle then?
I can do it.
Okay. Piloting planetary.
Piloting planetary. Purples? Difficulty.
Just one purple. Is there a navigation? Oh, it would be a survival. So whoever's going to navigate back to where you think that hole in the ground is.
I got 2 points. And plus,
It would be a survival roll.
That would be me.
I would like to spend a light side point. I am specifically looking for the android that I killed. Or the droid that I killed.
Oh, okay.
That I stashed in the woods. I kind of know I have an idea of where it is. I'm going to try and find it as I'm driving by.
Okay.
And so he's driving, I navigate?
Well, he just kind of navigated for you to get back to the.
Yeah, I'm using a point because I don't want to get lost.
Because he's so that'll get him.
That gun
So
so
that-
much.
That'll get you to the spot where you exited the woods.
Yeah.
So you find it.
Okay.
And you find the carcass. So
Fucking tough bolts as I can.
now you'll need a survival to find out where
the hole.
Sure.
Find the hole.
And how many difficulty?
Just one, because you guys walked in a straight line, so it should be relatively easy to find.
Sometimes it's difficult to find the hole.
Triumph?
Triumph! Yay!
And advantage. Triumph and advantage.
You find it, and you find all your stuff, and you make it back to the car.
She doesn't find any extra stuff.
Worms. You found some bait.
It's
useful.
only a couple of cobwebs, nothing very serious.
Yeah, because you stored your club in there, and
Yes. My club, my blaster, my
Armor?
the armor that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
stole
the armor.
from the stormtrooper.
you don't have the helmet anymore though.
No.
That blew up.
Bowcaster.
Yes.
Yes.
You just need something to pet while you're sitting there. Huh? Okay, so you make it back to the car, and you are on your way back to
To the car.
the Phoenix. Well, what else do you want to call it? The damn speeder. And you're on your way back to the Phoenix. One more piloting planetary check for piloting back to the Phoenix. You're on the road, so you won't need a swipe check.
Oh yeah, that's like. I am left over with 3 successes.
You pilot successfully.
Oh, it's a leisurely cruise.
Yeah, one hand on the wheel.
Got the bowcaster in the other.
Cranking
Feeling much more comfortable.
the radio. I
The
can't
wind
see.
is blowing into your hair.
And on your way back, you notice that they have parked the Phoenix outside of the city and awaiting you.
I know this is they probably should have asked earlier, but did they refill the tank?
Like the fuel on the spaceship?
Yes.
You check it, and there is adequate fuel to
Okay.
get to where you need to go. So you four are standing in the Phoenix. The ornament is strapped into the back. We have a thing of the Phoenix.
Yeah, I
Did-
printed out.
It may not be back here
I think it might be up front.
because we haven't used it in a while.
Oh, isn't that? Oh no, that's the bay.
The one over there is
That new one,
is
huh?
the Wayfarer, yeah. That's right. He's strapped into the galley, so he's next to all the food. Strapped in so he won't fly around.
Good.
Next to him is a pile of the 250 credits,
Just a pile.
and there's a few crates next to it of the supplies, rations and the sort. So now it's just you and the ship.
In that supplies, is there any emergency repair kits?
There's one.
Is it too late to ask about Lorik?
Yeah.
We never did ask about.
We never did ask about Lord. Now we're in a space.
Well, we're not in space. We haven't left yet.
Yeah, space yet.
Oh, I thought we were in outer space.
No, not yet. We just have our stuff. We're just at the ship. Right
Where was he?
We
last?
sent him back to check on the
Oh, and
rest
he-
of the
now.
slaves,
And then
and
he
he
has just disappeared. We heard his thing cut out.
Well,
Yeah. Taryn was with the slaves. Lowrick got captured spying on the slaves. Rick and Johnson are there too.
Oh, they don't a lot.
Johnson's still in a coma. You gotta dig that knife just a little bit deeper every time.
I'm trying to think who we could even contact via comlink right now to find out about Lowrick, but without physically going to the people that captured him. I mean,
We have no way of knowing how, even if he is still alive. But we can make that a special request when
You
we
could
get back.
ask the Hunts.
we could
How
ask
many?
that.
Observation. Wookiees are an endangered species. There's probably not very many.
True dat.
So
Many were killed during the Clone Wars. I know. I killed many.
what
Your memory was
what
erased.
do we?
I know it was.
Do we I mean,
I don't
it's
remember.
usually bad form to try to get another audience with someone like Brocka the Hutt after we just had an audience with them. So
I could try to possibly communicate with one of his lieutenants.
It is up to you. It was something
Okay.
I don't like being in their presence. I would rather go, but I also didn't want to forget about Ulrich.
He's good. He's a good member of the team. Okay. Do I reasonably think I might be able to figure out who a Braca, like, lieutenant or enforcer might be? It's just around.
You wouldn't be able to get a hold of like the 4 lieutenants that were on stage, but you could go through the channels to see if you could try to get to there. You know you can get there. It would just take some doing.
Okay. Well, I think that's what I'm going to proceed to do, unless anyone has any.
I am not going to go with you. Every time I am in your presence, I want to throw up. It is.
It's an understandable reaction.
I'm very fearful of them. I don't want to go, but I would not be an asset for you.
Agreement. Their meatbag status gives me uneasy feelings.
You have feelings, then. You
Not
say.
really.
Figure speech.
It's figure of speech.
Okay. I'm going to go with 5EZ4.
Okay.
And try to pursue those avenues that we talked about.
So, Johnny, you're staying on the Phoenix. I would guess then.
Yep. HR will remain on the ship.
Okay. Okay.
I start preparing something to eat for everyone.
Huh? You know your way around the kitchen, or that kitchen anyway. What are you gonna do while he's off doing stuff?
So, HR would like to see if there's any of the information from Eidos as far as like the carbonite experiments.
Okay.
HR is interested in seeing what it would take to unthaw people, because I know that was part of their experiments too, was like de-thawing people's. But I don't know how much of that information got onto this ship.
You do know that the all the information that was in the data pad that you found so long ago in Settlement A was downloaded to the Phoenix. So you could use your computers to try to find that.
Okay. I'd like to research that. I also want to see if any of that information would help improve my schematics. I know the point I'm going to spend later on is like improving my armor, so I'm thinking that if by doing this research I'm kind of figuring that out.
Okay. Okay. So that some of those files are locked though, so you're gonna have to. The difficulty level is gonna be 3.
Okay.
3 purple on that.
Wow.
For the information that you're.
What kind of skill am I using for that?
Use computers. A computer skill. To access the files.
Is there places where I could get proper armor here before we leave?
No, not really, because everything that you have access to is all buy and sell of the spices and stuff going in. So there's not really any place around.
Okay.
Okie dokie. I only got 1 point in that, and then I have an intelligent 2, so that's only a yellow and a green for me, so not looking good. Oh, especially if I knock a die to those all just threats?
Very threatening.
It's very threatening. I rolled 5 threats.
Wow.
Do you?
So I'm left with 1 success and 3 threats. Because I cancel out 2 of those threats.
Do you need help with something over there?
I don't know if I'm getting shocked, if I broke something, or what, but... What
Okay,
happens, Jake?
so here's what happens. Out of all that information, you find that Brock was telling you the truth, that the thawing process has scarcely been researched. Any person frozen this way, they were done so as a death sentence. There are vague mentions of using it's a type of explosive, but it's not a thermal detonator, but it's a thermal rig explosive of some sort that it's kind of like a heat bomb that expands and loosens the carbonite enough to free the person. But they're very, very experimental. The armor enhancements, there's actually quite a bit on carbonite plating, which would greatly increase defense. However, it is quite heavy.
Gotcha.
They haven't.
Wait, does that matter in outer space?
If you're in,
if I'm going to be a droid covered in it.
yeah.
Oh.
His hip joints are only going to take so much. With
I'm a heavy
with the
droid.
with the threat, yeah, that's all I'm going to give you.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'll relay that information to.
do with that what you will. Go ahead. I keep want to call you Neil for today for some reason. Niles.
I have an uncle Neil.
I know. Yeah, I think you said that last time. Shout out to Uncle Neil. All right. Oh, hey, there's a camera there. So what are you gonna? Where are you gonna start?
Well, I mean, I can't think of much other than going and trying to physically locate this individual. So I think we should start doing that. Thoughts?
They're not with you.
I'm not there.
They're not with. Oh,
I stayed behind.
It's just you and 5UZ4.
Yeah, comlink. You could
Oh,
be.
right.
Oh, that's true.
You
You can be on combat.
yeah. I forgot that I was doing this whole thing with 5EZ4 for Loric. So, I don't know the steps that it would take to try to locate someone affiliated in his organization officially.
Okay.
But I'm trying to locate someone with some intelligence.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you start out by re-entering the warehouse district that you were in, and you're looking for someone with some sort of intelligence. Or
Number of purples?
it's quite crowded this time of day, so 2 purples.
Well, failure and a success cancel out, but I'm left with 1 advantage and 2 threat.
Okay. You are not able to. Most everyone you find looks like they have the same amount of intelligence. They're the grunts that work
Like lifting boxes. and
lifting
stuff.
boxes. That's exactly what they're doing. Between that and droids, you don't see anyone with higher intelligence. Or don't notice anyone with higher intelligence.
Is there anywhere else I would think to look?
Well, you would have to probably go further towards where you were. But see, that's the thing. I don't know. You walked out
Can
of
I
there.
make a streetwise roll?
You could do a streetwise to kind of to do the same kind of thing to try to find someone who might know.
2 purple again?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So those are the failures, which are canceled out by those successes. I'm left with 1 success, 1 threat.
Okay. You get the notion that one at the end of the I already took my map down, but at the end, right next to the elevator going up that you guys stepped out from, there are 2 hutlings. One looks a little more intelligent than the other. Not by much, but he looks like he is. He's got a little bit better clothes. He carries himself just a little bit different. He might have just a little bit more intelligence.
He's wearing clothes?
Different clothes.
But he's wearing clothes?
I need something to throw at you. Yeah, hutlings wear clothes. It's only when they get obtrusively big that the clothes don't fit anymore.
Got you.
Once we get past 5x.
Yeah,
You just stop wearing clothes.
it's just
not like
it's not cost effective at that point.
physical anatomy just becomes a blur at that point anyway, so.
All right. I would like to charm
meat bags.
said
Yeah.
slightly more intelligent hutlet, right?
Yes.
Okay. That is 2 yellow and a green. Niles is charming. How many purple?
Two purple.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
someone.
no!
We did the thing.
Where's the pop can?
It's right there.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. That's
I
it.
never get rid of that pop can.
Oh, let me take the den out from last time. Hold on.
I love the fact that we heard the.
Yeah. When he said, "Uh-oh," I'm like, "Oh, is it time for break or something?" What? No, it's.
I figured that was a good way to do it.
Oh!
Fuck it.
I caught it!
That was awesome.
Oh, next time I got some of my Star Wars toys here. We might be able to shoot those off his head.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. All right.
So who redeemed it, or don't we know? We give him a shout out. Or maybe they don't want to be.
Shout out?
Maybe they don't want to shout out. I don't want to admit I've been watching this
They don't want to be
long.
outed. All right, I'm rolling.
Okay. Rolling for charm.
Getting some shitty rolls. Let's see here. Advantages are canceled out by threats, so those are both. I'm left with 1 success.
Nice. Duga. What? 5UC4 is translated for you. What?
Oh, because I tried to talk to him and.
Well, you just charming him. What? Hey, you haven't said anything to him yet, so he was just asking what.
Oh, okay. My good man, what is your name?
Translation is not very well, but his name is approximately Slurp.
I'm going to see if, I want to offer 50 credits to him to if he has any useful information about Lowrick or who might be in charge of him or control his fate right now.
The Wookiee in question was brought through here and taken to Enslavement Camp East, which is connected to the palace. I just translated so I wouldn't have to, That is also the same place that most of the occupants were taken from the Wayfarer, from the ship, recovered.
Are they currently owned by Braca?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was that everyone, like,
You get the
if he was the only slave owner.
You get the impression that Braca owns everybody.
Okay, I'll. So he's told me the location and the situation of Lowrick.
And he'll gladly take your 50 credits.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that he needs to do for the 50 credits. So.
Wow, you've been very helpful here.
Okay, I'm going to make sure that I'm out of earshot from everyone else and comlink my compatriots to advise them of the situation with Lowrick.
Okay. You do so.
So,
Acknowledged.
at least we know he is alive. Just make sure when we return, if we return, that we ask for him specifically to be able to return to us.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot we can do for him right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, too bad we didn't negotiate for him.
I think got these NPCs. You never see anybody sitting at the actual table.
It's true.
The Wookiee was very helpful for us.
Was.
There was a couple NPCs that were very helpful to you.
Very, so.
But apparently you forget them as soon as they're out of eyeshot, so that's all right.
What's his name? What's it? Oh.
NPCs are disposable.
Wow, that's a hard stance.
Yay!
Ooh.
So if you ever play me as an NPC, I become disposable.
That's his view,
That's
not
the way it
mine.
goes.
Okay.
Become an NPC, that happens.
Okay.
I mean, look at Thorn. He became an NPC and now he's dead. He's
not
an
dead.
ornament.
It's an ornament.
He's not dead.
You say Thorn's dead?
Yeah, he's dead. That's what he said. It was a death sentence.
Dead man walking. He's not even walking.
I place
fucking seen it.
Thorn's
Alright.
sword
My children.
on him so that he has it next to his
Oh, that's nice.
next to him.
Oh, his sword?
Yes, what I have of it.
What's
I
left
don't.
of it?
Yes,
What's left of it, yeah.
I had it.
You have it.
You getting all mistied up over there, or fogged up?
Say we turn it into like a shrine.
I'm already fogged up.
I'm already fogged up.
But that's just me.
All right, so is there anything else that you would like to do, Niles, before heading back to the ship?
Well, I'm thinking no, but the last time I left and didn't think of something, we forgot Lowrick.
You forgot the large walking carpet. Well,
How can you forget the large walking carpet?
Shag carpet. It's very specific.
very, very.
Okay,
Okay.
let's punch it.
All right, you head back to the ship. He's heading back to the ship. Is there anything else you want to do while he's heading back?
I'm just going over that information, and then I'd probably like start prepping the ship for takeoff.
Okay.
Weapons.
If there is anything I can do to help,
I don't know.
I
got you. I mean, you're here, and then the weapons are here, and the ship is here. So
what do you need to prepare? The meal is done. I was just waiting for him to get on board. If there is nothing else that you need help with getting the ship ready, I am going to tend to my wounds.
Acknowledgement. Every preparation is underway.
Because I don't. How long is it going to take
Your
for us to
assistance
get?
is not required. Please enjoy.
How long is it going to take? Oh, right.
You haven't accessed the computer to find out where you're
Ah,
going.
well then, I will. I want to ask. Start poking around, seeing if I can find how long it's going to take.
Okay. I thought he was going to do it earlier when he said, "I want to access information," and then he went off about other stuff. I'm like, "Oh well, they'll get to it eventually."
If he is working on his little toys and trinkets, I am going to see if I can figure out how to find how long. I want to know how long will it take for us to get there.
Okay. So it would be a use computers or a computers role.
I don't have computers, but I have intellect. I can figure things out very easily. What is the difficulty?
I would say you didn't have mechanics, but you fixed
Because
the
I
ship
can figure
that
things out very easily.
Just one is fine. One purple.
Ooh,
Oh.
rolled blank on it.
I did. So I have a success and 3 advantage.
Nice. All right, you find out that Trindaria is 3,000 parsecs from your current location, which translates to about 50 hours of flight time. And that's standard speed. You do locate on the map the capital city of Toydor. I'm gonna say toy boat in my head every time I say Toydor. It would be worse if I made up the name, but no, it's right out of the thing. Anyway. Then you find the capital city and where to land or where to
Is it a restricted planet? Do we need to sneak on, or will they?
According to the information in Thorne's computer, you're able to dock and go to the little market there at the capital city, but you're gonna need clearance to get into the prison.
Of course. Okay. But there is a market there. There's I have.
There's a small market there attached to the dock. It's not in the actual city proper, but it's in the docking area.
Okay.
Then you show back up to the ship.
After I am done with that, I have some little wounds that need to be addressed. Just take care of them.
Yep. Yeah. During the flight time, your wounds and if anybody had any strain left, they'll recover it.
I'll spend some one of those emergency repair kits to also repair myself back up to full.
Okay. So you're back on board. 5UC4 is back on board.
Dinner is ready.
Dinner is ready. You eat dinner. You feel refreshed. So you're ready to go.
What color is the milk?
A light tan, questionable orange. There's a shout out. There's a shout out for Toa right there. Questionable orange. You ready to go? Who's flying?
I get my. I am.
I'm gonna play that space chess game. I don't know what it's called, but
I used to remember.
Space chess is fine.
I am going to work with HR to learn how to fly better.
Okay.
So I will assist with flying.
Good. So that'll add a blue die to your die pool.
Yes.
And then there's not gonna be any obstructions. So 2 purple.
And I am ready to roll.
This is considered space, which is new for me.
Yep.
Did you have to check your hand?
Yeah, I
for
can't feel the dice. I can't feel the dice.
So, oh,
We're stuck here.
I am left with 2 successes and 1 threat.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I have.
You successfully pilot, though it's going to take you a little bit longer to get there because
The traffic.
the traffic's
And
pretty.
I've been asking so many questions.
Yeah. Oh, man. So instead of
It
50
is
hours,
Yeah.
instead of 50 hours, it takes 75. An extra day.
Oh.
And you pull up to Tridarian. That would probably be a good. We're about 15 minutes early for a break, but if we want to take a break now, that would probably be a good spot to take a break.
okay. Can you hear that one, Mr. Larson?
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
I decided to break.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Man behind the
Mr.
curtain.
Breakmaster.
With that, everyone, we'll be back for the second half of our action in about 10 minutes or so. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
Yay!
Messages. We'll be right back.
Wave at the camera. Hey, everybody, we're back for the second half of episode 10.
Who knows? At this point, who knows?
Question mark.
With that, Jake, take us away.
All right. We are pulling up to Tridarian. From the nav computer, you find where the capital city is, and you find which spot would be best to dock. Okay. All right. So, the ship, the docking area, docking stage areas off screen here. You touch down. You notice that inside the little, for lack of a better term, I'll use parking lot, is a area kind of like Bracchus Palace, where there's a lot of movement here in this one street area. But it seems like instead of warehousing, moving spices in and out, this actually might be a little more shop, trading, but it's not inside the city proper. It is, you can see the large wall around the city.
So it's like a bazaar?
Yeah, that's a very good word for it.
How bizarre.
It is pretty how bizarre. Fairly. So, here you are. In the street, you notice both standard battle droids and Tridarian guards armed with spears and whips on their belts. Just so you know.
I have left several of the thermal detonators at the ship.
Probably a good idea.
I have a few though still on me. I just want to let you know that I am still a bomb, but not quite as nearly as bad of a bomb.
You're not a bad bomb.
How many did you have total?
Well, for part of the time, I did have 10 thermal detonators on me at one point.
And then you used two of them.
I used 2, so I have 8 left. And so I stashed 5 of them back on the ship. I have 3 on me now.
Okay, good to know.
Yes.
Good to know.
Always important.
You never know. That might be pertinent information.
I am. I don't know if I have anything that is really.
Could I have made an attachment for the bowcaster and the rifle so that I can kind of keep them stashed on me?
Oh,
So that I can basically switch between the weapons.
the bowcaster you've had long enough, so yeah. The rifle you haven't had quite as long, so probably not yet.
Okay. So I would say that most of the time I have the rifle out then. The long range weapon.
The long range
The one
sniper
that I
rifle
don't have,
you're just gonna carry.
okay. Yeah, and then
Sure.
the bowcaster I'll have on me.
Sure.
Attached.
It's good to not have too many weapons on you.
You mean like 3 thermal detonators, a bowcaster, a long range rifle, and then a hand blaster as well?
Yeah. It's important not to underdo it.
No, you don't want to underdo it.
As with
I actually
most
feel-
places, you can sometimes negotiate with barter versus credit. Yes. I would like to peruse Bazaar a little bit and see if they have any armor that is a little better suited for me.
Okay. So as you walk through here, you noticed that the first area here is like a cantina. You'll see in there for a cantina. Just a big bar. Pilots hang out. All kinds of people. Your trading happens over here. This up here looks to be more of a gambling spot.
Ooh.
A lot of cards, a lot of dice, things people gamble with. And then up here, this appears to be at first glance a storage facility of some sort. With a wide open door, there's many crates in there, a couple rows, but not being used for anything else. At the end, there is a large gate. With approximately 5 Tridarian guards. That leads to the city proper.
What race are the Tridarian again? I don't
Tridarian. A Tridarian!
Oh, the flying guys.
Yeah!
They got to
The
be.
flying guys.
You think you're some kind of Jedi waving your hand around like that? Yes, they're all going to talk like this.
They look like they absolutely should not be able to fly.
Yeah. There's no rhyme or reason to that aerodynamic.
Tiniest wings
like
ever.
a bumblebee.
And
Yeah.
scientists are still
Less cuter.
confused.
It's a creepy little bumblebee. So there's your layout.
Yeah.
So you're going.
I just there are a few things I have on me that I don't think I need as much anymore. I'm hoping I can get armor that it does not stand out so much.
How are you gonna pay for it?
Trade. I
Oh.
have I'm hoping I can negotiate and trade, but it is we'll see what we can do. I don't know if I have anything of value, but it is worth trying.
Would you like me to come with you? I'm decent at negotiation.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
So you guys are going to take off towards the trading.
Affirmative.
All 4 of you are going? You're going too?
Affirmative.
Oh yeah, of course. If she's
If
going.
she's going, I'm going.
Oh.
Like I said, I am within
Susie will
arm's
be
reach.
traveling with me unless otherwise stated.
Well, yeah, 5 UC4. Where's thou goes, you go.
Tiana.
Oui? Qu'est-ce que
Oh,
c'est?
I was just saying that I am within arm's reach of you.
Oh,
All right. There are various booths and shops down this alleyway. Is there something specific you're looking for? Do you have something in mind?
I am. This is a new world for me. I just don't want to look like I decimated a stormtrooper.
What does that stormtrooper armor do for you?
It is just the front part that I have, but it gives me
Soak,
it
right?
gives me a soak of what is it?
I'm just
Was that
trying to.
like 4?
I'm just trying to think of something comparable.
A soak of 3.
Soak of 3. Yes.
Something that doesn't stick out quite so much.
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
You do see one looks like a heavier outfit. That might be what you're looking for. So you would just have to talk to the merchant to see what you could trade for that.
Okay. I didn't bring all of my things with me, but if with what I have and he is willing to hold on to it.
Wow, a stormtrooper outfit! That's amazing. You don't see those anymore.
I would prefer to have something a little less showy.
Yeah, you don't want to have that laying around anyway.
Is this something that you would be willing to trade for this over here?
Is it a whole suit or is it just the
No, it doesn't. No,
Breastplate.
the helmet is not there.
I know the helmet's not there. Do you have the rest of the suit on, or is it just the chest piece?
I only have the chest piece, but I can. The rest of it is in the back in the.
Oh, it's in the ship. Okay.
I do have everything but the helmet. I would be willing to trade you for the one that you.
He looks like he's very interested in your armor. You get the feeling that maybe the outfit that you're going to pick out is not worth as much as that what he thinks the armor is.
Oh, okay. Well, what else does he have here? What is it? Looks like might be of use. Is it mostly just armor? Is there any weapons?
Does he have any hand blasters? Let's put a hand blaster in our hand.
Yeah, I'll see who else
I really
does.
like this idea.
Yeah, I do have a hand blaster.
There are some interesting looking knives that catch your eye.
Vibro blades are quite efficient weapons.
You do have the punch dagger, but there are a couple nice looking. They're on the smaller side, so the blade's about that long in the hilt. But jagged on one side, or serrated, I guess would be a better word. That kind of catches your eye. It is technically a vibro knife.
It's something that I could stick in my belt fairly easily. I'd say the armor here, and that knife, this one. And I will get the rest of the suit, and you can have that for those two.
You bring me the armor, I'll let you have it. That sounds like a deal.
All right, this is my placeholder. I take off the one I am wearing, and then
You can get a shock glove too.
a what?
Shock glove.
When you punch something, it shocks.
Or grab onto something.
I have a tendency to like to smash people with things.
You get to smash people with your fist. And then you electrocute them too.
So you receive the armor is going to give you the same amount of soak. Give you a 3 soak. It is kind of a leather poly blend, easily dyeable to any color that you would want. It's basically a heavier clothing.
What is it called?
I don't know.
I would say generic armor.
I'm giving you something here.
Heavy body armor is what I would call it.
Heavy?
Maybe.
I haven't looked it up, but
Compared to a lot of the other stuff, this would be
something with a Ahsoka 3.
Yeah. This
Anyway.
is really good stuff.
But that Imperial armor is valuable, so it was an easy trade.
The knife is a dagger.
It'll be a vibro knife.
So we'll return to the ship and get the rest.
Okay. You make the exchange. Anybody else want to do any trading?
I kind of want to gamble.
I don't even think I actually have credits.
Oh,
So-
I don't have credits. That's why I was able to trade.
Yeah, that's why she was trading, because she didn't have any credits either.
Is there something that you need? I have other stuff I could possibly trade for. Like right now, I don't have any need for my tent.
Suggestion: I could always use more emergency repair kits,
Oh, yes.
but those are not necessary. I have 3.
You have 3.
There's a junk shop there with droid parts and repair kits, if that's something you're interested in.
Parts for Additional shielding might be beneficial.
I don't know if I have enough to trade for that. That sounds expensive.
You're right.
My tent is nice. It is not that nice.
Another time.
It's a nice tent, but it's not that nice.
If only you had the helmet.
I had
Too
the,
bad.
I had the helmet, but
Let's face it. Even if it wasn't blown up, it was still pretty worn with you beating the hell out of everybody with it.
Yeah. That's what I
it
was
was a
thinking.
little dented. Just a little.
Okay. Anything else that you guys want to do before you make your way?
You're going to go gamble? I will watch. That would be entertaining.
I'd like to.
I want to see what kind of gambling game Jake had.
Okay. It's a Tradarian card game where you would need a streetwise roll to learn the rules, charm roll for reading your opponents, and then I'd roll a percentile dice based on that for the amount of credits you win. So you need a streetwise, a charm, and then I would roll your winnings.
Let's do it.
Oh, I am definitely watching. This is something that she may have done.
All right, streetwise. How many purple dice?
2.
And so I got a yellow, which of course came up blank.
Of course.
One threat.
Emma, is this? She played a lot with the other riffraff. Is she familiar with this game?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Well, I didn't learn the game.
So you didn't even you were gonna learn it before you started playing, so you didn't lose anything yet. Buy-in is 10 credits. So
I can explain a little
if he wants to do it again, that would add a blue dice to you.
I can explain if you want to know.
Please break it down for me.
And so yes, you have A, B, C. You need to be able to.
You have to hit the Schmorga in order to get this, the Vorst. Once you get this Vorst.
No.
Then
You are thinking of the two-man rule. This is
That's
okay.
a totally different set of rules in this part of the
yeah.
country.
Sorry.
Okay. That's canceled out.
So you got to get the schmeckles in this one.
That's
Right.
canceled out.
The person with the most schmeckles wins the dive.
3 success, 2 advantage.
So you not only learn this game, now you know it inside and out.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
You just need
Wonderful
a critical
teacher.
piece of information. Oh, that's the schmeckle. Okay, all right.
So now from now on in the future, you are only going to need a charm roll to read your opponents to win money.
To play the Targaryen game?
No, that's
Troydarian.
Troy.
Troydarian.
Yeah.
I'm a Troydarian. I have to do that every time I mix it. Troydarian. Mind tricks that don't work on me. Only money.
All right, so
Is this
charm roll now,
Charm roll.
Aegon Targaryen.
and you're taking 10 credits.
Yes, it's a buy-in of 10.
Okay. Charm is 2 yellow and a green. Amount of purple?
2.
2 purple.
And I am watching everybody. Is there anyone who might be cheating?
Cheating.
A perception roll. Yeah. There's 6 people at the table playing.
Let's see, we got
At disadvantage?
Just one, because no one's watching you.
1 success, 2 advantage.
You win 99 credits.
Wow!
A success and 2 advantage.
Out of the 6 people at the table, one being Niles, there at least 2 people you can tell are cheating.
Now still gets his money. Now is just that
Just
dude.
a little item.
Yes. If I can see that they're cheating, can I use that to my advantage? Or is getting them busted the only...
Yeah, you would have to get them busted because whether or not, I mean, they're cheating, they're cheating. You're not going to be able to stop them unless you draw attention to it.
Oh, well then, I may have to say something.
I'll say, is there a pit boss around?
Well, there's a dealer dealing the schmeckles. That's not schmeckles.
I thought it was a Rick and Morty.
I know. But since he said the word, I can't get it out of my head now.
Yes.
Watching how much longer are you going to play?
I'm going to play one more round.
Did you do anything about the cheaters or no?
Well,
Oh wait,
Is it-
why would I play against cheaters?
so I point out that those are cheaters, but
Right.
if you need me to say something, I will.
I have a
Call out the dealer. I said, you and you. It look like you might be counting cards.
We would never do that. The dealer promptly blows them away.
Wow!
like.
Yeah, like
Oh.
blaster to the head, both of them. Two small Tridarians come out and take the bodies away, and promptly 2 other people sit in those seats.
Oh,
Don't cheat.
Life
Don't
is
get
cheap.
oh, I did not mean for that to happen. My apologies. I don't like cheaters, but I did not think it was worth our life.
It was only the inevitable outcome.
That's the way the game is played.
Is that you die for cheating?
Well, can I get some compensation for pointing them out for you?
You can have a seat.
I don't have any money to pay.
Well, then I guess you're not having a seat. Thanks.
I have something I would like to do. I would like to inquiry about the prison that we're supposed to go to.
Okay, who are you gonna ask? The dead guy?
First,
He's not
I
gonna.
would like to see if there's any terminals, any computer systems that might
Perception.
be available. How difficulty?
2. It's fairly crowded in there. That's why people are clamoring to get on the table.
Yep. I'm left with a success and 2 threats.
Near the back. It's a round room. I almost said corner. Near the back, there is a terminal. You can't tell what kind of terminal from your current location, but you do suss out that that is a terminal.
Okay. I proceed to it.
Okay. While he's walking across the room, are you in or are you out?
Heading towards this. Aren't I in the gambling room right now?
You're
Okay.
everybody's in the gambling.
Yeah,
room.
all 3 of us are in there.
All 4 of you.
4. Yeah, sorry, forgot about Susie.
He's on his way to the terminal. She just got done ratting out people, getting people killed. That's what she does.
Here, I have a question. If I were to try and gamble again, would it be easier now that there's 2 less cheaters?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to try to play again.
Okay. So it's just gonna be a charm roll, only one purple, and then add the blue die in.
Charm. Just this. You said one purple?
Correct. Got those cheaters. It makes it a little easier.
Well, I got 2 advantage, but no successes.
Even money. You get your 10 back.
Okay. I think that's all the gambling I'm going to be doing for right now.
Okay. You're at the terminal.
Okay. I'd like to access the terminal and see if it has information that I can glean about the prison.
Okay. They're on the surface level information that everybody has access to. You see that the city is mostly shut down right now for some sort of celebration that's going on inside the city. That's why this area is so busy because they're not admitting people to the city right now. As far as the blueprints go, it looks like at the end of this is not only the entrance to the city that goes one way, but the other way is the prison. On this area of the planet, there are 6 prisons inside the city.
Okay.
They're all stacked one on top of each other.
Okay, and so our complex is going to be one of those stacks, right?
Correct.
There's 6 prisons all on top of each other?
Right. So every level is considered a different prison,
Oh.
with increasing intensity of security going on.
What was ours called again?
6.
Yep.
6? Oh, so up there. So top. Maximum security. Oh, excellent.
That's the surface level
Sarcastic
information.
statement. Oh, excellent. If I understand sarcasm now.
If you want to delve a little deeper, you'll have to do a computer's roll and let me know what you want to find out.
We just know that our person is in lockup in this. Are there public records for the prisoners?
Yes.
Do we know that our... I'd like to find out how many hutlings are in 6.
That's okay. Okay. That's a so you just want a species list of number 6. Okay. It'll be one difficulty with computers.
Oh, 4 successes.
Is that a crit?
I think
yeah.
that would be if I was shooting a gun.
If you were shooting a gun, it would be. Level 6 is currently unoccupied according to records.
Lies.
No personnel, no prisoners.
But it says our person's in 6.
Maybe he's being held there secretly?
Contradiction. In prison.
Right?
Okay, I will come back to them.
Okay.
Actually, I could probably just communicate this information via our comm link. I will communicate this information via our comm link.
Done. It is so done.
Discovery. I have done an inquiry into our prison and have discovered that cell block 6 is unoccupied.
You don't think they have moved him, do you? Or is it
Response. It could be a possibility.
or is it perhaps they are hiding him?
Is it-
Well,
Unknown.
are the prisoners allowed visitors? Is that allowed?
That would Probably be something we would find out at the prison. Unless we,
They would probably want a name for a visitor if we go there
As a
asking for a visitor.
can I? I'm sorry. Can I do a search in the cantina for possibly a prison employee?
Perception?
When you are searching, did you find a name or anybody who could possibly be our person?
Negative. No hutlings reside in cell blocks or in prison 6.
How many purple?
2. It's a crowded room. People are clamoring to get into that game.
Well, I was moving to the cantina.
Oh, that's right. You said you were going to the cantina to look for people.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Yes. So just one then.
And yeah, I think I'm this one.
So we're
Yeah.
still in here.
Unless you want to move.
No, actually, as if you communicated that you are looking for people, right?
Looking for prison
Prison
workers.
I am doing the same, but in the game room. I stayed there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check, and yours would be a 2 purple difficulty.
1 threat, 4 success.
Okay. You see a table with 4 what appear to be prison guards. They look just a little bit different than the normal soldiers out in the alleyway here. So there's 4 of them sitting at a table in the cantina.
I'm gonna buy them a drink. And ask permission to sit down.
Okay. The drink comes to 5 credits for all of them.
Oh, for all.
For all 5, it's a credit and a quarter for.
Nice.
Well, it's
Drink
late.
all
It's
day here.
ladies' night.
Did you say it's ladies' night?
Yeah, maybe they're lady guards.
No cover for ladies.
They're, I think they're asexual. It doesn't matter. But, so, sure, sit down.
I would like to try to charm them.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to.
Okay.
Okay.
How many purple die?
Well, are you going to try to charm one of them or all of them as a group?
I kind of want to charm the table.
The table, so it'd be 2 purple.
Okay. All right. I don't think that's a pass. That's 3 failure, 1 success, so I'm 2 failure, and then I'm left with 2 advantage. So 2 advantage and 2 failure.
They're not really listening what you're saying, but they allow you to stay at the table.
That's nice.
They seem to be talking about work.
Can I interrupt quickly and see if there's anything in that computer about why cell block or the prison 6 would be vacant?
Sure. You can do a computers roll.
And then how difficult?
2 purple. It is a classified file.
Gotcha. I am left with a failure and a threat.
Come on, guys.
Rolling real bad on that computer you was there.
I will I scan the game room to see if there is somebody who looks like. What I am looking for specifically is someone who looks like they might be able to help me get forged documents.
Okay.
So streetwise, knowing my people.
Okay.
Am I using streetwise or perception?
It'd be. Well, you would need both because you got to find the person, and yeah, you're gonna need both.
So perception first
Perception first.
with 2 purple.
Yeah, 2 purple. It's incredible.
Triumph. I have two threats, but 2 successes.
Okay, you identify a group of people in there that maybe
Of that skill set.
of that caliber. You would need a streetwise to narrow it down to the specific person.
Alright, streetwise. And what difficulty?
1 purple.
I have 1 success.
You identify looks to be a human, but he is approximately 3 foot tall. What?
I said a midget.
I was gonna say halfling, but that's the wrong game. That's even a bit tall for halfling.
No.
No, yeah, gnome would be better. He is sitting on the outside of the crowd. Looks like he's working on something at the table. His buddies are talking around him.
How many people are around him?
3. They're at the same table, but they don't really pay attention to him.
Okay. So,
I'm going to see if I can get the table I'm at to start talking about why the prison doesn't have anybody in it.
Okay, you need another charm.
Okay. Number of purple?
It's the whole table, so 2. So same roll as before.
I think I passed one. All right. That's canceled, leaving me with 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay. They start. You casually get them talking about prison 6. It comes up that that prison was shut down a few years ago, but they still have to send meals up there, and they still have to send supplies up there via a special elevator that goes up. No one there. They go back and forth about how they're not allowed up there, but they always have to send up the best food, where the rest of the prison gets the crap. And then they go on about the food for a while.
Food's very important.
Yeah, that's something you can go on about.
it's a great thing. Everybody enjoys food.
For all that hierarchy and needs, you know. If you're stuck on food, you can't really go anywhere else.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm going to very cautiously approach the one who is working. Is he working on documents? What is
Kind of looks like it. He's writing something. You can't really make out what it is from your position, but
You found somebody who's actively forging documents?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen. But I want to know if
Yep, just
Get your forged documents here. Forged.us.
More documents.
Forge documents!
Pat Scratcher. Pat Scratcher.
You know, as I just very cautiously, I think you might be able to help me find some services I need. Or maybe you can tell me where I can find someone who can help me get some official looking documents to make my status more legal.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that you need some
No,
special documents?
just
What do you think I'm doing here? This is a letter to my mother.
I'm just saying, I'm
Do it.
trying to streetwise our charm.
I'm trying to
Say-
streetwise or
Charm.
here.
Charm?
Charm is going to be important at this
Is there
point.
a roll I can just throw at?
Just throw
no.
a check of dice at him?
I am.
Like, hiya!
I heard a rumor that maybe you would know someone who can help people like me and who are in my predicament.
You roll the charm and you might pull that off. Hi, I hear you're up to illegal activity.
I never said
Do you think?
I never said illegal activity, and my difficulty is
2 purple.
so 2 threats takes care of my 2 advantage. I have an advantage.
Look, lady.
If you could just point me in a direction, I'm not asking you for doing anything that would compromise your status here.
Do you know what? He looks around him. Do you know what the punishment is for forging documents around here? It's worse than gambling or cheating while gambling.
That is a very serious thing. As you see, I am willing to help with. Do you work here? I would be willing to help you catch more cheaters.
Look, I may know a guy, but you got to work on your approach. 'Cause man, that kind of thing in a place like this, it's rough. Why don't you follow me?
I didn't say it loud so that everyone could hear.
Well, maybe he's just jumpy.
Yeah, fair.
He wraps up his letter and heads for the door.
He sounded like Nichols. Was he Nichols?
No, he was not.
Does he have
Nichols.
one arm?
No.
They lost also what,
Just to
2
get turned
feet?
into-
Yeah, he lost a torso. That's wild. So he starts heading to the door. Are you following him?
Oh, sorry.
Perception roll to see if you saw
You
that.
just use your comm to be like, hey, I'm moving.
I don't want
What's
to.
the difficulty?
Just one. Because you always got a pretty much an eye on her all the time anyway.
Yeah!
Not today?
Why don't we spend one of them light side
Oh,
to
snap!
notice her going off with the shady person.
You
'Cause,
noticed movement from her direction.
I rolled a failure and a threat. I only rolled 1 purple die, but the other ones came up.
You only need one.
So let's just fix that by being like, hey.
Okay.
But really, this happened.
But really?
I did try to get your attention. I was just a signal. Hi.
All right.
Oh,
So this is the guy that you're following as he heads up this way. All right. What about your table of soldiers? Sailor.
I want to see. I'm just going to ask one of them about who's in charge, basically, and who's running the prisons.
Okay. So you've already got the table charmed, but you're doing a specific question to one of them, so it would just be a charm roll with a 1 purple die.
Okay.
Because you're focusing on one. And add in the blue because you've already charmed the table. Not that the blue ever does anything.
The blue helped HR earlier.
Oh yeah?
Wasn't it?
It wasn't today.
Oh.
It was last week.
Triumph!
Triumph!
So, let's see. 1 success is gone. I'm left with 1 success, 3 advantage, 1 triumph.
Okay.
You did it.
Yes.
Whatever you did it.
I talked to some guys.
You found the one that was going to squeal a little bit louder than the others. Warden Tommel is the warden of all 6 prisons, the prison complex. He's there every day. He's a hard worker. He's there from sun up to sundown. It's currently probably the middle of the day. You didn't ask for it, but I figured I'd let you know. He personally inspects every prison several times a day. He's a very regimented soldier.
What entity does he work for, running all of the prisons? Like, is it the huts or
the huts officially have no presence here. Officially, he works for the same place that all the guards work for, the government of Troyden, the city you're in.
Gotcha. Okay. Would the guy who told me this information happen to know anything about the warden, like vices or maybe people he's associating with on the sly?
He loves gambling. He takes time out of every day to go to the gamble room and play some speckles.
I'm sorry.
Play some cards. He loves to gamble. He takes time out every single day. Same time every day.
Does he drink or use any influence or any substances?
Drinks heavily while he's gambling.
Okay. I think I'm just going to buy them all one more round and dismiss myself.
Okay. Another 5 credits. At this time, you have... He has led you to this little alley here, where he leads you to the back.
I have my hands on my blaster.
Okay.
Observation. This is not a very tactically advantageous position.
It usually isn't when you're asking for something that is not legal.
He stands in the back corner behind some crates. There's about the width of this table. And he is out of view from the world It's very hidden back there. So he goes, motions to you to come in, or to come there.
I just the heads up. I let him know that I've left the game room, but I don't give him all the details.
Okay. All right. So what do you need?
What we really need is to know if there is a specific forger here.
I'm the guy. I don't like saying it out in public.
Oh, I understand. Do you know of others? The person I am looking for is a hut.
There's not many huts on this planet.
Not even in the prison. Do you know of anybody who is capable of such quality work? If I need the name. I don't have much I can trade you, but what I have I offer.
He seems very, very hesitant.
You don't know me, I don't know you. We never exchange names.
So you don't want documents from me, you want information.
It was a way to get your attention.
Even though he's in the back corner, he still looks around. Very shadily. Look, I heard that they moved a high-profile prisoner into 6 a while back. Something about a big forger. I didn't get a name, but from what I'm told, he's not really a prisoner. It's more of a hotel up there for him. Mm-hmm. Being hidden from enemies and such. He's about the only hut you're gonna find on this rock.
So he is a hut up there. Do you know of a way for us to be able to speak with him peacefully?
Look, the only way I know how to get into the prison is through the front door, and I don't think that's gonna happen for you.
Probably not.
I don't know. Let me go ask around. I think I might know a guy who knows a way in.
Yeah.
Wait here. I'll be back in a minute. Waddles himself out. Where are you off to?
Well, basically, I would go to the Phoenix and wait until my compatriots come back.
Okay.
So you left. While he is gone, I coming with you. Is there? Do you have anything that I can perhaps pay someone for some information?
How much do you need?
I don't know yet.
Standard going rate for information is 50 credits usually.
Then the 50 credits would be good.
Okay. Are you back at the ship?
No.
Okay. Let's say when I can meet up with you, or you can come back here.
I tell him where I am, and then you can.
Yeah, I can go meet with her. I'll give her 100 credits.
Okay.
Just in case, I was able to get a little bit, and it's going back.
So, I guess I better leave that in. He's coming back. Are you gonna wait there with her, or are you gonna go back to the ship?
Basically, the only thing I was looking to do was to eventually strategize how we should go after this. But if you're still trying to accomplish things, then
I'm still getting some information, and this gentleman is very willing. So I don't want his efforts to be uncompensated.
okay. I think Susie and I'll just go back to the ship and wait. And if you need anything, just call us on the comm.
As you go to leave the storage structure rectangle that you're in, you bump into the Tridarian guard that you charmed and got information out of the warden about the warden, walking into the storage room with a tiny person in tow. Who's this now?
Oh,
The tiny one says.
oh,
Looking at you. Who's this?
he is my friend. He brought me the credits that I can use to pay you for the anything that you may have.
Holy cats! How many more people are we gonna fit in
That's
here?
it. This is all of us. This is all.
All right.
I did not want you to go uncompensated for your trouble.
This is my buddy here. He works over at the prison. He might know of a way in.
Is he prepared to just tell us?
After seeing you, he's more hesitant because of the information you already pumped out of him. So he's gonna need another dose of charm.
Maybe
Okay.
greased palms.
Please forgive that I brought my friends here, but like I said, I did not want your efforts to go uncompensated. I understand.
I get it. I get it.
Difficulty?
1.
Okay. One success.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yep. Just a little bit of success.
Just a little bit of success. Alright. Look, I told you about the warden. Now you're wondering how to get in?
Peacefully. We don't want to cause any trouble.
Look, it's a prison. You're not getting in completely peacefully.
Quietly, at least.
Well, that's different.
Yes, assassination is quiet.
He murmurs something to the little guy, and then he quickly flaps his little self away. All right, I got the info. I can lead you there, but yeah, you're gonna have to grease my palm a little bit here. Okay, all right. So, I can get you in the door, but then once you're in the door, you're still a guy, a lady, and 2 droids. You're gonna stick out like sore thumbs. This is a prison. It's not a shopping mall. There's guards around every corner. And you want to go to the top.
Would it be better if we had one person go in at a time?
Yeah, but I guess it would be better if you...
Query, could we have an escort?
Now you're talking more people. It raises more suspicion. What if you had... You can use one of my light side points to give you some information. Or one of my dark side points to give you some information. What if you had a disguise? Maybe someone has the ability or the skill to disguise people.
Is into prisoners, into guards? What do the guards are the guards all of the same? The look like people.
Mostly, yeah. There are some droids. You don't see any human guards, but you do see quite a few Tridarians that walk. Especially if they're soldiers, they're not big into flying while they're soldiering.
But they're still very short.
Some of them are. There are some bigger ones. Usually the bigger ones are the ones that don't fly, obviously. The bigger ones actually look more like trolls than Tridarians, but they're all shapes and sizes, just like everything else.
So are we still being talked to by an NPC right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
How close do the guard droids look to my design? And is there a variety of droids, or is it one type of droid?
One type. You're fairly close. You would need a paint job.
Something I can maybe like put some superficial parts on and like maybe paint myself and be okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If you could find a place that had parts.
Then I make a suggestion. Perhaps we could disguise myself as one of the guard droids. You could go as prisoners, as escorted to level the 5th jail.
So you're gonna go up there by yourself?
Nope,
No.
with you two.
And we're
We're
dressed as
pulling,
prisoners?
Yes, we're pulling Han and Luke thing, like where they pretend that Chewie's a prisoner,
Mm-hmm.
but instead of having two people be the guards, we're gonna have one person be the guard and two people be the prisoner. Susie probably couldn't go as either.
She walks on. She's a quadruped,
Yeah, so she can't.
which I've been told several times.
Yes.
Yeah.
She runs
Very
on 4 legs.
specific.
Not only is a quadruped, but a quadruped with a cannon on her back.
Susie would have to stay back. 5U's easy for.
Are we still being talked to by an NPC right now or no?
No, you guys are figuring out
Okay.
what you're doing.
Okay, well
He-
that's... I've been waiting to say stuff.
Well, go ahead. I'm not
'Cause I
stopping you
thought
from
an
saying
NPC
stuff.
was talking to us.
Little guy just told you, you're gonna need a disguise to get in. That was the last thing he said.
So I was thinking we could try to figure out some way to exploit this Warden Tommel. I mean, he's the man at the top as far as running the prison goes. And if somebody were to put the screws to him, perhaps say exploit his gambling issue and drinking issue, perhaps we could do something like get him in a compromising situation or in an extreme amount of debt, something that would motivate him to not only inform us about everything that's going on 6, but possibly release him. So that was my thought, but I don't know how to exploit him other than I know his weaknesses right now.
His thoughts go.
Observation. Crippling debt is often a powerful motivator to compromise somebody. If you beat him and somehow get him in debt.
What is let's say we could perhaps stage our own game. Hold our own, high stakes game that is underground, under the radar, and would attract people like.
What's that game? Rounder? The
War.
movie Rounders?
Yeah.
Women pull rounders?
Yeah. Now I don't know what. I'm guessing holding unlicensed card games is illegal. But it doesn't mean it can't be done. People have been doing it forever. So anyway, that's just what I was thinking. We can also, send someone or the party. We could go in ourselves. I just thought this might be a little bit more hands off, a little bit less blaster for once.
So Corey likes your plan. HR wants blasters. So
What's your thinking?
I like the peaceful approach much better. Peaceful, but peaceful for us, maybe not so much for your person.
Can you make HR serve cocktails?
I think I can make him do anything he needs to.
I will do anything that Tiona requires of me. Short of, nope, I will do anything.
Nope. I'll do it.
I had to say something about self-destruct, but I was like willing to do that already on the cliff. I was already thinking about it. Sorry, guns in the way of the camera.
My bad.
My bad.
So do we like the card game possibility?
You are not a bad player. I think a couple more rounds and you will be fit to do such a game.
Okay.
But that does leave quite a bit to chance.
It does. I was thinking that we try to find, because you were able to spot cheaters last time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could find some and invite them, and stack the table against this guy.
suggestion, perhaps you could catch him cheating. Set up a scenario.
Then they would just kill him.
But I don't have to report. I can just pull him aside.
Just be like, oh,
Do
how are
you-
you cheating? Your life is forfeit. Oh, you don't want to die? Well, then release this person for us.
Why don't we watch how he plays? I will be able to tell you fairly quickly.
He's in here every day.
Do you know what time?
Do I?
Just a few minutes. Ironic.
In just a few minutes, huh?
Well, let's head over there. I'm gonna sit down and play again, so that it looks like I actually had a reason for being there. You know, it would look weird if two people were just doing nothing in there.
Yeah, just make kind of milling around. Okay, sounds great.
So she's going to observe, right? Is the warden at the table now?
Yeah, he is currently sitting at the table, and there is an open chair.
Right.
Get in there before someone sits down.
Definitely gonna sit down.
Okay. Ante up and roll your charm roll.
Charm roll. And my ante was 10?
10. Yep.
179. I like this episode. I get to gamble. All right.
Yeah.
Charm?
What about me? Where are the things I get to shoot? Explode. Huh?
Okay, Mr. Last
I
Time.
know. Last time was kind of.
So didn't you kill like a
Yeah,
dozen?
things.
More than likely, the fire's still burning. Okay.
Those poor animals.
How many difficulty?
One, because you know the game now.
Yeah.
I also like to think that I think HR imagines what it would have been like to throw the rest of this thermal detonators in a crowd of 50 hutlings.
Daydreaming about it? Yeah.
He's just daydreaming
And,
about all those thermal detonators just going off.
1 failure, 4 advantage.
Oh no!
That's a fucking fail, isn't it? Like,
What's a,
Yeah, it's there was no success in there, but you get your Annie back.
yay.
So I watch.
While he's playing, why don't you do a perception check to either pick up on rules that you don't know, or pick up on cheaters, or pick up on anything in the room, or anything in your area.
difficulty?
2.
Oh, that sucks.
You know it's bad when she drops your character. That sucks.
So I have that cancels. Two failure,
Okay.
and 1 advantage.
You do notice something that this is the same dealer from earlier, and it's been a couple hours, so it's the same dealer who's at the table.
What?
So-
1 dealer for like hours without a break? Man. That's how they get disgruntled.
All right, Annie up. He's still on his first drink.
Okay. All right. This one, I got 1, 2 success, 1 advantage.
So 80, so I do 160 credits. The person you've identified as the warden turns to you and, well played. He's human, just like you.
I will give him a solid man nod back.
Oh, nice. If you want to proceed for this round, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Nothing. Nothing.
What are you doing over there? You just are you serving drinks, or what are you doing? That was a joke.
I was gonna say, that was supposed to be.
I
for
am
our
standing within range of her.
Okay.
That's it.
You're just concentrating on being her
Are
bodyguard.
you being hyper vigilant?
Oh yeah, hyper vigilant. Hyper
You
vigilant.
got your eyes on?
Yep, got my eyes on. The always hyper vigilant droid.
Okay. Next round.
It's like, I think I see somebody trying to draw a weapon. Huh? No, okay, that was just
Cigarette lights.
He's drinking the questionable brown.
Oh.
We got 2 advantage.
Oi. You get 8 credits from the
8?
back.
Yeah. That's 8 drinks.
Well, they're $1.25, right? So,
Oh,
Well, that was at the cantina.
oh yeah.
They're usually cheaper at the gambling table because
Usually.
You're spending more money at the table.
The waitress does come around and asks if you want something to drink.
I'm going to decline the beverage.
Okay.
Anything this round?
Yeah, every round that he plays is another chance for you to perceive. Hopefully.
3 failures.
Oh!
Just use a light side point. Jeez, oh, please.
Wow.
I can keep on gambling if.
Well, Well, the warden's not drunk yet, so you're gonna have to keep gambling a little bit.
Would wait one more. Getting tired.
Next round.
Next round.
It's charm, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same roll you've been doing.
Well, I've been using 2 green instead of 2 yellow. Like an idiot.
It's all money.
1, 2. Those are threats.
Uh-oh.
So 1 threat, 3 success.
90 credits, and the warden waves over the waitress for another drink and says, "I'll get his next one too."
But if I'm not buying drinks, doesn't that mean?
So she comes to you to see what you want to drink, because he's buying.
I will take whatever is I don't know if they put alcohol contents on there, but whatever's likely not to get me messed up right away. Not the strong beverage.
Okay.
A good solid medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say 60 credits?
Pilsner, if you will.
90.
90. Okay.
Yeah, Pilsners. Teddy.
Ah. I have a triumph.
Triumph! It's like a this game.
Finally!
4 sweat.
Oh! It's very threatening.
1 success, 1 triumph, 4 threats.
That's awesome. That's an epic roll.
It's still a success, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So here's what you glean. There's currently no one cheating at the table. You get the impression that they're all too scared of the warden to do that. You also glean that dealers are very important. And that there are only so many dealers. As this guy's been working for hours on end, but you get the idea that it's nothing new. He does quite a bit.
Probably underpaid too.
Probably the jerks. All right, next round, and you're just over there on high alert.
Yeah, but I'm now
Can
thinking
I,
that we really need to talk to a dealer so that we can procure one for our game.
Is there
But I don't know if HR would think about that.
is the I can tell the quality of the player. He is doing very well. Beginner's luck, maybe, I don't know. But the other people at the table, are they also good players?
Average. You think everyone is average? There's one guy who never does very well. You can see by his clothes. But the warden usually does fairly well, and he's won at least something out of every hand. It's a multiple pot thing. That's why you've been getting a little bit back every time. Because
Those games where you win like 8 credits.
yeah, it's multiple winners. So he's taking the lion's share a lot of the time. The
What
warden
game would
has.
be like that? Like craps?
That's
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Because there's multiple payouts in craps, right?
Right.
Depending on like how you split your bets and stuff like
Right.
that.
But in like craps, what you do has like no effect on the other players.
So maybe this game
Right. So
has an
it's
effect.
you against you. Yeah, it's not you against anybody else.
It'd be
I think this game's a
like
little
a
more
roulette.
involved though.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Same-
I
same
didn't
thing.
invent this game, and I didn't get into the details of it. So
What, craps?
or craps. I didn't invent this game either. So, or actually I did, and I just didn't. Yeah. Anyway, it's the next round.
While we're playing, I'd like to try to charm the warden just to get him to like me.
Okay.
Difficulty?
1 purple.
Okay. All right. 2 success, 2 advantage.
He gives you a big smile. There's currently one person between you and him on in the circular table. He looks to the guy next to him. He says, "Beat it."
This guy's a baller.
The guy leaves, and he motions for you to sit closer to him.
All right,
Come here.
I'd sit closer to him, and thank him for the seat.
You need another drink? Let's give him another drink. Hey!
I actually kind of want to make him look like a big baller by standing kind of close to him and being like a security droid, like his personal security droid. Kind of like still close to her though.
Yeah.
So you're close to me and close to her?
And I'm not that far from you, so it's not that difficult.
It all works out.
Yeah.
Because I like watching the game. Sometimes I play, but I don't like to play with other people's money.
He notices you.
Yeah.
You got some muscle. Nice. You notice he's on his like 5th or 6th drink by now.
Is it affecting him noticeably?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And he just shouted for the lady to come over with another one. She brings you one of what he is having, which is the questionable brown.
I'm going to just sip on it without consuming the whole thing.
Okay. All right. Next round of play.
I want to ask the warden about this game here, and if private games are ever held, and if that's something that he might frequent.
Yeah, I come down for a few hours every day for this game. A couple times a week, I got a private game. I do out of my home. Get a dealer. You gotta have a dealer because in order for it to be official and legal, you gotta have one of these dealers.
Dealers are probably
So we, couple times a week, because the pots here only get so big, and it takes me forever to win any serious credit. So, but yeah, I do that. I got one tonight actually. Takes another big drink.
Are all of the seats filled at your game tonight?
Do another charm.
Oh, excuse me.
You belch a lot for a droid.
Steampunk.
Oh, okay. All right. You got me.
1 advantage, 2 success.
You know what? There is. You seem like a good player, and you don't cheat, which is important, especially to these guys. Yeah, you should stop by.
Okay, I will take down the information on where that might be.
The city's closed off right now. They got some crap going on. So I've been holding my games in the basement of prison. So if you go over to the prison, and I'll give him your name. You can give him your real name.
No.
Okay.
Can I make a deception roll for giving him a good name?
Sure.
Because I didn't think of one right away.
Oh my goodness.
Purple?
Just one. You already got him in your back pocket.
All right. The threats are canceled out, so we're left with 2 success, 1 advantage.
Max powers. All right.
Yeah, that's a good one. Max powers.
Is that from something?
Well, I don't know, but it sounds awesome.
I don't know.
Sounds great.
It's a tough name.
Max powers.
He's gonna leave your name plus +2 at the because he sees you've got 2 droids at the gate, and you just come up to the prison and let them know what you're there for, and they'll show you down to the game.
Play a card game in prison.
It's in the basement.
All right. Very good. Thank you very much.
It's time to Annie again.
Ah. Those cancel, so we're left with 2 success, 1 advantage.
200 credits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why was I a school teacher?
I remember it was party for cover.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How much have you earned since you've been sitting at this table?
A lot.
About 300 credits. Yeah.
Because you've lost a few too, right?
Yep, and I gave her some, but
Yeah. But you're up.
this is good. This is we've taken the credits we were given 250 and grown it to 637.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we've paid some people. And we've made some contacts. We're doing good.
All right. So you have the time, you have the place for the game. The warden finishes his drink. Nice playing with you. I'll see you tonight.
Yes, sir.
Gotta get back to work.
He's all tanks and all that for work.
That's the way to do it there in the Star Wars prison system.
And he heads out, and someone else takes his place.
All right. So I'm thinking for this private Susie. Come on. Thinking for this private
Susie. Oh.
card game. We're gonna obviously have want to have sharks there that are taking his money, and then women that might like compromise his values somehow. So you have like servers, and then you also have beverages that you're serving them that like you could put things in that like might alter their judgment and things like that.
You're gonna roofie him. That's okay.
I have no.
HR approved.
I'll have to look up a roll for that.
Is there any possibility we have any of the spice? I think they took it all.
All the Ryle spies.
What do we need that for?
Oh, but somebody
It's
wanted
drug.
some drug.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what effects it has on people.
Right?
I thought it was like a heroin type substance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was said.
That stuff's as strong as heroin.
I don't know personally, but I would imagine so.
It has a similar.
I'll let you know in a minute.
I don't know.
Let's try. No, but
Possibly
it's
now,
like a heroin like.
Yeah, we could get him hooked on heroin.
He's already a drunk. Why not?
It's just one more.
He's already got one foot in the grave. Just give him a violent shove in. Okay, so from what I'm guessing, from what I heard, you want to get people that are willing to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get women to question his morals.
Yep.
You didn't get the specific type of what he likes, so you'll have to get what is available.
I mean, that's the way it works.
But,
Yeah, we're gonna have to get
it is in the prison.
men
How
and
are we
women.
going to get all of these people into the prison?
That's where tonight's game is. What I was proposing was that we try to find a location to hold our own.
So he wants to use the game tonight to lure him to
A second.
a game.
I think that's pretty
And you
fun.
need to get drugs.
That's I think
But
that's tertiary
if we
here.
are in the prison tonight, why can't we just go and see if we couldn't find our way up tonight?
We can, if that's certainly a route we could try to take. I mean, the other one, I guess, would just be a little bit more hands off, in that it wouldn't require us to physically go into the prison, but your way might be more apt to succeed.
The
It's
only
more
problem is that
direct.
we might draw suspicion to ourselves.
True.
I mean, he if like us, if we just start wandering around during the game, he's gonna be like, "What the heck are you guys doing?"
Also, I would like to remind you that your invite was for a +2.
Yeah. He specifically mentioned the droids, didn't he?
But what's in a droid?
Right.
Do a droid and
Okay,
And a lady.
so you're off to the high stakes game. That's
So I am +2 is the two droids, Fabius C4 and HR, but I am staying behind.
if you want those to be the droids, yeah.
You could put a bucket over your head
It's-
and just be like, "Beep, boop, bop, bop."
I'd say it's
I'm a
too
droid.
bad that we can't have, if there isn't some way we can't have you there, because there's a lot of useful skills you have that the droid does not.
But
You could leave Susie behind.
What does the invitation say? Does it say?
It's not a physical invitation. He just told
He
you
just
that
said
it would be
you have
you
plus
+2.
two.
Okay. Well then.
So they were probably not going to know that it's specifically two droids.
So yeah, let's take HR and Tiona.
All right. So you're off to the game, and that's 9:00.
All right. Thank you so much, Jake. With that, everyone, that is going to bring our evening's festivities to a close. Be with us next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode, 11 or so, on Remnants of the Fallen Empire. So, with that, yay! Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next week.
bye bye.